The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from every man's nightmare, weighing in at 250 pounds. And his opponent, representing the Misfits from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 135 pounds, the total package, Punsher.
Oh, no. It wasn't even plugged in, bro. We fixed it. Yay, there it is. Good golly, what is all that mess? Does that go away? Why is that up there? Go away. Thank you. Alright. That was the issue. We're fixed now. Live TV, baby. Not threw me off my game, man. Now I'm all down on the dumps. I was in here having a good time when I thought y'all could hear me. I was in here singing, dancing, doing that heel click 3 times thing. Now, I gotta relight a half-burnt cigarette and adjust my hat. Look like one of those old guys in those old movies, like, she walked into the room and all I could think about was the smell of her perfume. Those old gumshoe. Anyway, can we get back to what is going on in the ring? Can we change everything back to what we... Should I? These intermittent ramblings. The downward spiral of a genius into insanity right before your very eyes. Am I still muted? Is that what's going on? Good golly. Did we fix it? Did we fix it? All this rambling, did I fix it? What's this button do? What's that button do? You gotta look at this. Did he really get a pinfall right here? He really getting a pinfall center of the ring, 2 count. Alright, good. There was something wrong with my mom's son. True story. Alright. Anyway, let's get back on let's get back on track here. Focus. Find your chi. Focus. Hunter Singer doing just that very thing as he sends Vulgar the Clown to the outside, tripping him up. Ooh, nice reversal by the man behind the mask. The face paint. It's not a mask, it's face paint. It's not face paint. It's not a gimmick, it's a lifestyle. These two still going out of here at the side of the ring. Vulgar getting, I'm going to say taking advantage, but that sounds wrong considering. That's all right. That's fine. We kick it off here tonight. I said we got 3 titles on the line. We got the hardcore title, 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere. Hunter's brother Remy will be challenging for that hardcore title off of Psychosis. Beth Mullins will go one-on-one against Quindell for the Undisputed Championship. And as we spoke about a little bit earlier, the Punsher getting his chance at the Cruiserweight Champion, his tag partner and stablemate in the BMF, the Hardcore Degenerate. And again, there's something a little ganky right there. Something a little ganky right there that we need to discuss. And again, we'll discuss that during that matchup. But what a hell of a spear by Hunter Singer. Good golly, he tried to break that man's ribs. Playing around, showboating. You know what it leads to. An ass whooping. Hook of the leg. Vulgar the Clown. 2 count. Only 2. Look at this big kip up. Kip up by Hunter, but he's caught up. Last laugh. Vulgar the Clown locks in the last laugh, and he may get it on this one. I did see that 2K24 trailer. And I would be more than happy to discuss how happy I am about some of the things that they are doing with 2K24. I'm not going to say the obvious that everybody that has ever talked to me about these video games, I'm not even going to say about the obvious sleeveless shirt thing, but I did hear that they would be perhaps able to change the camera angle on a whim. Another, you know what I mean? Like, that might be interesting. That could come in very, very handy. With some of the other craziness. Super finishers? Sounds pretty cool. Look at this, Hunter. Damn, I thought he was going to get it on that. The super finishers, apparently some superstars will be defaulted with some sort of killer super, will knock your opponent unconscious for, or knock the resiliency off of your opponent for a short amount of time. Interesting enough. Did Hunter catch him with that? Did he catch him with that one? Modified code breaker. Not enough. Can't follow it up, though. He couldn't follow it up, though. Hunter doing all right here against the big 6-foot, whatever he is, monstrosity, Vulgar the Clown. And he's not a monstrosity because he's Vulgar the Clown. He's a monstrosity because he's 6 foot whatever. And can handle himself fairly well in the ring, though at the moment, up in smoke may have just proven to be the fatal blow here as Hunter goes for the there he goes. Now he goes for the pinfall and only gets 2. Vulgar the Clown again kicking out. Back to the 24 thing. Bud Marvelous, welcome aboard, Bubby. Welcome in. Hello, my friend. Have a seat. Grab a mead. Kick back, relax, and enjoy some pixelated violence and take your mind off the reality for a while. It's needed. Welcome in, homie. Fair enough. keep your eyes on the road, and I'll quit talking to you directly. You can just listen in, and you ain't got to focus on what your idiot pops is saying. The Vulgar the Clown going for the Boston Crab, and referee Joe Brony right on top of it here. Hunter, look at this, Hunter, able to turn it around. Hey, look at this, turns it around for a pinfall attempt. And he may have gotten it if Joe had been in position for that. Locking up again. But yeah, there's a lot of good features that they seem to have added. Match types coming back. We haven't seen in a while. Twist of Fate, also known as Darkest Days. And Hunter looks for it and gets the 3 count. Hunter Singer, the workhorse. You see a replay of that stunner. Vulgar with that, I don't know the real name to it. I guess it would just be the inverted electric chair drops. Probably got a name. Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm definitely down for it.
Here is your winner.
The new graphical designs for the created and just in general modeling look pretty fucking sweet. For real. What else? There's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff that just looks better, and some of the features are pretty much kind of what's just been missing, really. You know what I mean? Like, especially for like what we're doing here. Like, to be able to change the camera angle for this at any given moment during to have control of the cameras on this thing? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're going to give me that much control on AoK? You're going to let me adjust the cameras when I want? Shit. I'll throw that right back out of Bud Marvelous one more time. Shit. Give me control of these cameras around ringside. Also, speaking around ringside, which one of us doesn't want to make their own wrestling fan sign to be seen during the entrances and in the crowd? While Chris Chaos is out there, or Prestige, or James Coleman, or the Marvelous One. What do you, Logan Hawk? Anything you want on it, within reason, at least on AoK. Let's be cool about it. Don't get out of your hand. But 4 sign spots for your one created wrestler that you can customize down to exactly what you want. Upload a picture, make it in the game. Come on. Look at this lady. Look at this. Money in the Bank briefcase. Can cash it in at any point. Can cash it in at any point. But she has come out here tonight to go one-on-one against Aylynn Potter, the newcomer. Zoey Yuri has really put a run through the women's division. She snagged up the women's undisputed title at one point, as well as having the women's hardcore title, now women's Money in the Bank holder inside that briefcase. A direct cash into the women's undisputed championship. She can do that at any point of her choosing.
From New York.
Someone else that was in that matchup for that Money in the Bank briefcase. Newcomer Aylynn Potter. Part of Buffalo's Unwanted. Coming in here with RWP and Torrance Benjamin. Each of which have the night off tonight, by the looks of it. Not necessarily, we'll see. Sometimes, you know how that be. I mean, to be honest with you, back to, you know how my mind works. We're going to bounce around a little bit. as far as 24 goes, 2K24 goes, even the models of the on the current WWE roster looks much better. Like they did something right as far as that goes. Though I'm going to be hard pressed, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm going to be real hard pressed to not be the one to control the special guest referee during AoK matches. You can control the count, how fast, how slow. You can, whether or not you're going to let them abide by the rules or break them, just let them go hog wild or disqualify somebody. Like, so many cool options. So many cool options coming towards us for 24. And Yuri taking it right to Potter here. Sliding to the outside. Bit of a cat and mouse game there by Yuri. She gets caught up. Potter sends her back. No, sends her into the barricades. Or the steps between the barricades. Yeah, 2K24 is going to be a fucking blast. Gasket match. Ambulance matches. More cutscenes added to the rivalries in universe mode. So yeah. Gonna be a ton going on. A ton of things going on here. I hope it doesn't become too much. It might give us too much shit. As long as it works, man. That's all I'm asking. You can give me all this stuff, but make sure it works. Give me the option to use it and then not be able to use it is probably one of the most frustrating things about 2K20 whatevers. All of the 2K20s. Because it is such cool stuff. 2K20 was not a bad game by any means. It really wasn't a bad game. It was just a bad game. When it worked and what it was doing when it worked was absolutely fabulous, but it just didn't fucking work. I can almost say, 22, I can almost say the same thing about, almost. Yuri, everybody back in the ring here, and Yuri looking to take control with that handspring elbow combination. And that, was that a low end Zaguri? Like, back to her feet, Potter with a back elbow, catching Yuri. Suckered her in with that. Backbreaker. And a hillbilly defibrillator. And Potter going for the cover. No go as Zoey Yuri gets the shoulder up off the mat, and again back to those chest stomps. Big knee to the inside of the elbow. Yuri fighting back, gets a couple of big shots in, sends her opponent across the ring and into the turnbuckle. Again with the double handspring, back elbow combo. Trying to get the crowd pumped up behind her, but I just don't know if it's going to work for her. Top rope. Yuri waiting for Potter to stand. Makes the leap and nobody home. Quick cover by Potter. And a 2 count. Aylynn helps her opponent up, goes for the kick. Block, return fire by Zoey Yuri. And now the back and forth begins. Potter locks it in. Will Yuri tap? Yes, no, maybe, perhaps, no to go. Yuri finds her way out. Up for the Hurricane Rana and another pinfall attempt. And again, another kick out. Yuri, big swing, miss, duck under, and again, Potter coming up with the advantage. Now, in all reality, though, let's face it. Even if Yuri loses this match, even if Potter comes out on top of this, Yuri's really got nothing to gain. Really nothing to lose here, other than maybe a little bit of momentum, because she has. What is this? What is this? Yuri tapping into those ancient ninja skills. Shutting off the lights, vanishing and reappearing. I don't think she's ever done that before, has she? I didn't know Yuri could do that. What the hell? Yuri pulling out all the stops against Potter tonight. Potter, again, kick to the midsection. Psycho cutter. And pinfall attempt. There's 2, and Yuri again gets the shoulder up. Yuri going on the offensive after that kip up. And that may have done it. Another pinfall attempt, perhaps, maybe? Yes, she did. Is it enough? Sure ain't. Sure the hell isn't. Potter putting up a fight here against the former women's champion and current Money in the Bank holder. Like Yuri was going for the Zoey Zag, but missed out on it. Look at this bridging suplex. She may get her with this. Only 2. Potter able to kick out just to step into a Zoey Zag. And was that enough? There's 2, there's 3. Zoey Yuri picks up the victory after a hell of a fight. Potter didn't want to stay down. Here we take another look at it. This low angle enziguri, but the Psycho cutter with a damn near 3 count. But that Zoey Zag, enough to capture the victory. And misses Money in the Bank. Keeping that momentum for when she makes that cash in. Hardcore title up next. As Remington Singer challenges Psychosis in a 2 out of 3 falls count anyway. I'm going to attempt something here. I'm going to try something here. Because I don't know. I got to turn this down first. I got to turn this back up. Take that off. Take that off mute. I'm going to try not to get too much feedback on this. And if I do, I apologize. But I needs to know. How we're doing here, audio visually wise. We do know we got to get to ringside. That's a little bit much. Let's see what happens here.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Hardcore Championship.
Is the ring announcer really that low? guys even hear crowd on here? And most of you guys watch me on mute anyway. Challenger Remy Singer, former World Heavyweight Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, former Tag Team Champion. All kinds of stuffs. This guy got all kinds of stuffs. Yeah, the reason I ask is because of the way my sound system works in here. And I wasn't sure if I had everything... wired directly, correctly to go out and be heard, with having to switch over to streaming straight from the console and losing a bunch of stuff that I was really used to. So yeah, when I start turning things up on my end, I still don't hear anything. So yeah, I gotta keep some things muted on my end so that it doesn't bleed through over the open mic. It's a good time, man. It's a good time over here. Hardcore champion making his entrance. One half of Destruction Incorporated. I haven't seen much of these guys as a tag team throughout the season here. It kind of fell from grace after winning the tag titles. Or, I'm sorry, not winning the tag titles. Sure enough, as singles competitors, they are here for it. And Psychosis here to defend the Hardcore Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls. Count anywhere. Hardcore title match. Against one of the toughest wrestlers. This guy's just plain and simple. He's just tough. He's tough as nails. Remy Singer. It's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting.
Introducing the challenger from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 214 pounds, Steel. And his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 200.
So we get the last bits of the introduction from ring announcer Wayne Kerr. As he introduces both the challenger and the champion. And one last look around at the crowd as referee Joe Brony taking that title. And letting Remington still get one good look at it before he holds it up. Letting us get one last look at it. It's a good looking belt. One of my favorites here in AoK. Alright, Joe Brody says, you ready? He says, you ready? He said, ring that bell. And Remy coming out quick with that knee to the face, taking the champion straight to the mat. Remy wasting no time going to work on the knee of Psychosis. Good. What the hell? Remy just tearing this boy apart. It's modified torture rack. Spins him out of it. Nice arm drag, Psychosis. Able to get some offense back going here. Low running drop kick. Using the ropes as a springboard, almost like a step ladder, catching him with that drop kick, and now into these boots. Follows it up with a knee and another spinning knee. And now the challenger, the one in trouble. To the top rope, Psychosis makes the leap. Couple of spinaroonies and a pinfall attempt. 2 out of 3 falls is what we're looking at here. And those falls count anywhere in the arena. Which is another good segue back to the 2K24 features. That the backstage brawls will hold up to 4 players. 4 opponents. That could get interesting. If everything works in every mode, I will be happy. I will be real happy as long as everything works in every mode. That's all I'm asking for. I know that's a lot. I know it's a whole lot. But for a multi-million-dollar company, I think maybe just once, hopefully, they can get this right. He's got that man all kinds of twisted up on that barricade. Remy struggling to hold on before getting that boot to the head. And look at this submission. Hasn't locked in, but Remy not giving up. And again, 2 out of 3 falls is what we're looking at here. And neither man with the advantage. From behind, he just busted that man's face wide open as Remy Singer, amongst a pile of steel chairs, goes for a pinfall and does not get it quite yet. Remy, with the schoolboy roll-up, turns it into a one-arm powerbomb. Stopping and digging under the ring, bringing us out a ladder. Let's do it up. Let's do it up. What's he got in mind with that ladder? It doesn't matter. That boot to the head knocked any idea right out of it. And a Singer slam, that may have done it. Only 2, still no advantage here. Psychosis looking to steal one. Only a 1 count as Remy able to get his shoulder, able to keep his shoulder away from being put into that pinning predicament. Psychosis coming to life here as a hardcore champion, looking to defend that title. Powerbomb right into attack on the knee, and a repeated attack on the knee at that. Remy trying to fight back, gets back up. Goes for the high angle atomic drop, but no, finger in the eye. Back and forth, Remy looking for a distraction. And walks right into a big Pele kick to the forehead. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Remy's busted open as well. Been through chairs, we got a ladder in the ring, we got a table being carried around the outside. Blocked by Remy as they fight over the table. Remy able to take control of the table and use it as a weapon. Walking up on the outside, scoops him up, looking for a submission. Joe Brody right here to check for an I quit. I give up. No go. Pulls him back around again. Psychosis able to hold on to that. But right back to it. This modified torture rack. Again, Psychosis not only able to power through being buckled in half, but powering out into that deep drag of an arm drag. Crosses the legs. This could do it. Across the back of the neck. Remy miraculously still able to stand. Good way to knock out the third and fourth vertebrae, but I'm no doctor. But I play one in the bedroom. And Remy, the challenger, coming back to life, gets a couple of big kicks in. Knocks the man out, but he ain't done. He goes back outside. Coming back in here with a stop sign. I believe he may have gotten a pinfall there. Again with the power bomb, sets him up. But Psychosis, look at this. Immune to the effects of the power bomb. Double underhook, pedigree, hook of the leg. And here we go. Psychosis doubles him down with the pedigree. Another hook of the leg. Are we looking at a defending championship? We sure are. Psychosis coming out on top of that. And by golly, let's take a look at this replay. That's right, by golly, I said. Hardcore championship defended successfully by Psychosis with back-to-back pedigrees.
Here is your winner, and still hardcore.
And Wayne Kerr going to take it over from there, talking about who that winner be. Beaten, bloodied, and bruised. And still you're a hardcore champion. It's a hell of a fight, to be honest with you. Coming up next, an intergender tag match between Logan Hawk, Mama Logan, Morgan Quinn, and her husband James Coleman. This stems from the last episode, the count-out victory for Morgan Quinn when Mama Logan and Morgan went one-on-one, and Logan Hawk and James Coleman accompanied each of those women to ringside. Now, don't get me wrong, the boys behaved, but that count-out. That count out was deemed bullshit by everybody in the arena. Which again leads us right back to where we are here tonight. This time we're going to add the boys into it. As Logan Hawk and Mama Logan get ready to make their entrance. In this intergender mixed tag match. And I'm going to go radio silent purposely for just a moment.
Weighing in at 355 pounds, Justice, Logan Hall.
To go get some snacky snacks. So, pardon the rattling. As Big Logan Hawk has made his entrance by himself, mind you. He didn't even walk Mama Logan down to the ring. She said, "I'm not getting on that thing, dude. I'm not riding that bike. Fuck you." tag partner in crime, Mama Logan. This ought to be a good match. Coleman and Logan, of course, let me rephrase that. James Coleman and Logan Hawk having history from way back, all through season 2 and 3. And of course, as I said earlier, Mama Logan missing out. Mama Logan missing out on the victory due to that count out against Morgan Quinn in their last face-to-face meeting. James Coleman on your right, Morgan Quinn on your left, in case you didn't know, boys and girls, whatever, in case you couldn't figure that out on your own. None of them, needless to say. Both of these two well-decorated athletes here in AoK. That's a good point. See, that's why I pointed it out, man. Sometimes you gotta read a room, man. You gotta read a room. Even if you didn't know they was in the chat. Some people just don't know. But welcome in, Darth. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Appreciate you stopping in and watching James Coleman get strangulated by Logan Hawk, who throws Coleman at the feet of his own wife, and then proceeds to knock the ever-living dog shit out of him. Coleman in a bad spot here against Logan Hawk. And the strength of Logan Hawk, deadlift. Deadlift military press. Coleman trying to struggle back to his feet, but gets caught up one more time. Those giant ham hocks of Logan Hawks. Coleman finally getting some offense in, taking the big man down. Drops an elbow, follows it up with another, and one more to grow on. And then runs over for the tag. Forcing the women to tag in. And now Morgan Quinn taking control of the matchup over Mama Logan. Just going for a submission hold. But Mama Logan able to get a couple of good shots into the ribs. This ducks under. Mama with a modified abdominal stretch. Coleman coming in to help break it up. Isn't that a disqualification? That a disqualification? Come in here and kick that lady. Coleman comes in, head full of steam, and bounces off of big Logan Hawk. Gets run over by Logan. And again, the man mountain, Logan Hawk, is absolutely attacking James Coleman. And Coleman giving up a ton of weight difference here. I mean, the size differential alone. Logan reels it back, sends it home across the back of the neck. Look at this, dragging Coleman over into the corner. Looking for the tag, no, Coleman fights back, and again, coming up short with that, look at this. Logan with a little bit of agility showing off there. Leaves Coleman in the middle of the ring and tags out. Morgan and Mama face to face. Big slap by Morgan. Ends that series with a body slam. And look at this. Mama looking for a roll-up pin. Coming up short here, but another into the corner. And again, Morgan Quinn this time able to fight out. Not looking good. Wrong side of town and all that other cliche wrestling phrases that are tossed out there. Takes her to the ropes, and Morgan Quinn lines her up. Taking too long. Mama trying to fight back. I don't know if she can get a full advantage here. And another tag, forcing the men back into the ring. Coleman going for a low blow. Trying to take the knee out from Logan. Fails on the first attempt. That single leg takedown seemed to go. Springboard crossbody and a hook of the leg. And no go with that. Coleman coming up short and tags out again. Look at this. Logan Hawk chasing Coleman away from ringside. Mama picking up the momentum here in the center of the ring. Big boot. Climbs to the second turnbuckle. What she got in mind on this one? Makes the leap and falls short. Morgan Quinn able to retaliate. But not enough to pick up momentum. Mama Logan walks her out into that sit-out powerbomb. And fires off from Morgan. The back and forth between these two, so evenly matched up. And Quinn. Coleman and Quinn having a pretty good strategy of the quick tags. At least it's a good strategy for Morgan. Not so much for James. As he ends up in the hammer of justice in a pinfall attempt that almost succeeded. 2.5 before James Coleman gets the shoulder off the mat. But again, Logan Hawk, interceptor. He may have just broken a rib or 3. And Coleman again, needing to fight back out of the corner. And a second time. Second time with that running neck breaker and another quick tag. Again, the women back in the center of the ring. Mama Logan says it's nap time. And Morgan Quinn might be asleep. But only for 2 seconds. Mama, kiss goodnight. That may have done it. And Mama Logan and Logan Hawk, center of the ring victory. Take a look at the replay. Let's really get James Coleman wound up here. Hammer of Justice, interceptor, nap time, and by golly, a kiss goodnight is all she wrote. As referee Jenna Taylor can't do anything else but count to 3 and raise the hand of these two, Mama Logan and Logan Hawk. Party on 4th tonight as they celebrate a big victory. Yeah, buddy. That's right. Yeah, buddy, because you're watching some wrestling. Watching AoK wrestling. And you're watching AoK. You're not watching great wrestling. Or AoK. Extreme Rules, Eric Coleman. Lots of Colemans here tonight. All the Colemans here tonight. Eric Coleman taking on Zakk the Ripper. Been a long time since we got a good Zakk the Ripper entrance. I'll be back. Zakk the Ripper and Eric Coleman. One-on-one Extreme Rules match. Let's talk about Zakk the Ripper for a minute, as his opponent makes his way out here. The Hammer, Eric Coleman. Not finding as much success.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring
as his brother James.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 275 pounds, Eric the Hammer Coleman.
Of course, the Hammer finding unable to meet the standards of the War Raiders. Finding allegiance with the squad, Gavin Wilson and AJ Long, Adrian Arnold. Unfortunately for Eric Coleman, that allegiance with the squad may have put him in a bad place here tonight, as his opponent, the man about to enter the arena, with his smoking glass piece in hand. This man has been destroying lives and friendships over the past couple of weeks, as he has eliminated AJ Long, Adrian Arnold, and has now set his sights apparently on Gavin Wilson and Eric Coleman, as he attacked Gavin Wilson last episode, aiming to injure the arm. And tonight he goes one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match with Eric Coleman. As the Ripper takes a moment to contemplate the things that need to be done inside that ring tonight. Letting that glowing glass piece be the guide, as the smoke fills the arena, altering time and space, wondering if he's really taking that long to get to the ring. He climbs higher and higher to step just to the outsides of that sacred circle. That's right, that circle that he just entered. And ready to make his final pass around. We all hold our breath with anticipation, because the party don't start until we exhale. And the Grim Creeper has arrived. That's got to be one of the coolest entrances. Zakk the Ripper and the Hammer, Eric Coleman. One-on-one, ring the bell. Referee Jenna Taylor says, let's do it. And the Hammer, look at this gourd buster of a suplex, and tries to follow it up with a drop kick. The Ripper rolls out of the way. And that may have done it. Look at this, no. Enziguri and Eric Coleman runs out of the ring, trying to make distance and find a weapon against this monster that he just pissed off. OTM, what's up, brah? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Big stalling suplex. Big stalling suplex on the outside. And the Hammer meets the barricade shoulder first. The Ripper going full force here tonight. I said he has been methodically, perhaps, taking apart pieces of the roster of AoK. This man has injured no less than 2.5 men. 2.5 because I don't know if Gavin Wilson is actually cleared to compete yet after that attack last episode. But again, going after Coleman this time. We have pieces of the steps everywhere. And the Ripper is just absolutely tossing Eric Coleman around. Look at this. Military press. Into a gut buster. This drops the steps just to throw the man into them. We head back inside. Extreme Rules. No disqualification. And the Ripper, will say this much. The Hammer actually putting up more of a fight than Ripper's last couple of opponents. Off the ropes and a big power slam. Has the Ripper at least staggering here. And look at this, the Ripper right back to his feet. Right into the boot of the Hammer. And Eric actually doing fairly well for himself here against the Ripper. Surprisingly enough, as I said, spoke too soon. Zakk the Ripper with a release suplex. Sends Eric the Hammer clear back to the concession stands. Sets him up. Look at this. Ripper. A massive powerbomb at ringside. And perhaps the Ripper might be looking to add a fourth person to that list of those he's injured in the past 4 months here in AoK. Speaking of injuries, we seen last episode. Oh, you're going to get addicted quick. Looney Tunes game will drive you nuts. But it's so fun. It's stupid fun. There's a lot going on with it too. I almost want to take it out and restart it, but I don't want to lose my 49 levels. I played that game all through the 2020 lockdown. And Eric the Hammer being introduced to Zakk the Ripper's hammer. No, that sounded wrong. That sounded wrong. Again, the hammer, or Zakk dropping the hammer. And look at this. Eric Coleman trying to pick up a pinfall victory over the Ripper. And I believe he's just going to fall short of that at the moment. Though Zakk needing the ropes to pull himself up. I'm sure of that. We're sure of that. Nobody wants the Hammer's hammer either, but look at this, the Ripper. What is he doing? The Ripper using that opportunity to no advantage whatsoever. To only find himself outside the ring in a choke slam as Eric the Hammer has turned the tables on the Ripper. No, look at this. That might be a damaged leg. That might be a damaged tooth. Ripper following that up with a big boot to the jaw. And he might be setting him up. This 1888. Call it a night. And Eric the Hammer Coleman kicking out at 2. That's dumb. That was stupid. Zakk the Ripper just dropping the bomb with that sledgehammer repeatedly. Goes for it again. Eric rolls out of the way. Sends him into the ropes in a big train wreck. Zakk the Ripper crumbles to the mat. We could be seeing a victory here. No, not able to even cover the man. As the Ripper not much left of Zakk. Not much going on there as far as movement is concerned. Off the ropes, ultimate splash, but gets the knees up. The Ripper back to his feet, sends Coleman into the ropes. In a collision course, neither man giving in on that. But the Ripper again, military press. Down to the gut bust. Got a little chunky right there. We all good? We all good? Yes, I don't know what happened there, but we're looking at it. You guys come back in time. For a big stalling suplex by Zakk the Ripper. Ripper to the top rope. Coleman on the outside. Zakk. Atomic elbow drop. No way. Don't do it. And lands it. Zakk the Ripper with the right to showboat. Lands the atomic elbow from the top rope to the outside. And somehow the Hammer is still able to stand up. Maybe not on his own. Maybe not on his own. Another big shot by Zakk. Not sure what his problem is with that sledgehammer, but look at this, back to the top again. Lining him up, has him in his sights, leaps, flying, and get out of here, Zakk, flying shoulder tackle, and dropping big bombs. The Ripper, an absolute monster on land and air tonight. Back outside again with that sledgehammer. Eric Hammer trying to get some sort of defense going, or possibly offense, but again cut short as Zakk the Ripper runs him down, grabs up a ladder, and we could be heading back inside. It's hard to tell. Modified bear hug, dropping all of the man's weight against himself. Look at this, one more time, up high, down to the shoulder, a massive power slam. If Zakk the Ripper don't win this matchup, I'm gonna be real fucking mad. I'm just gonna say that. I'm usually biased, but I'm gonna be real mad if Zakk don't come out on this one, unless something drastic happens. Showing a bit more toughness than we ever gave him credit for. Also, he hasn't been in the ring for the last 10 minutes either, so really can't do a pinfall attempt on the outside on this one. Zakk the Ripper again going to work with using that sledgehammer. Coleman with a standing power slam. Taking it back inside, stops. Changes his mind about that thing too. Trying to keep it out of hands of Zakk the Ripper. With this, buckles him around, pump handle power driver, or pump handle power bomb. And we may see a victory here. Eric the Hammer. Eric the Hammer Coleman picking up a victory over Zakk the Ripper after he eats an 1888. Get out. Here's the thing. That was either that's probably not the best thing to do, though. Yes, the last person that beat... Look, what I'm going to say is the last person that beat Zakk the Ripper ended up one of the most injured wrestlers I've ever seen in this game. This man had a HUD display of a solid red body and another one beside it where the legs was orange. Injured and out for many weeks. Eric the Hammer may have just pulled the plug on his own career. If history is to repeat itself. That's right, Wish.com sending us Beth Mullins. Hold on a minute, this is supposed... Time out, we don't want that. Hang on, kids. This is supposed to be a title match. Damn it, I screwed that up. Well, it's a non-title match. This was supposed to be for the undisputed title, but apparently the powers that be did not want this to be a women's title match. Nonetheless, Beth Mullins of the Shield Maidens, you heard me, taking on Quindell. A little explosive powerhouse who recently captured the Women's Undisputed Championship and was to defend it for the first time here tonight, but again, as you just saw, I fucked up and that didn't happen. So
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the...
No resemblance. I have no idea what you're talking about. Copyright infringement. Shush. What? Her name is Beth Mullins. What? And yes, she's part of the Shield Maidens. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Unusual to only see one of the three here at ringside. A real professional, dude. Real professional. I should probably turn that down. Maybe off is a good idea. IKB, what's up? How goes it? How you been? Where you been? What's been going on? You still under a DNA or whatever? You allowed to? You're not allowed to?
And from New York.
Ooh, thumbs down.
Women's
Thumbs down.
Champion, the
But also,
Superstar.
did we have fun? That's the most important thing. Did we have fun? It kind of looked like it, but kind of not. There you go. That's all you can ask for. That's the best part of it. That's the best part of it. Women's Undisputed Title. Fair enough. I agree to that. If not tonight, I'll shoot you a message. I'll shoot you a message tomorrow. I got some time tomorrow. I'll shoot you up. Like I said, if not tonight, we'll see what happens. Probably not tonight, now that I'm looking at the time. I'm already past my bedtime. Also, I recently changed up our schedule, so yeah, I'm a little bit off myself. Talk about being at work. Quindell putting the works to Beth Mullins, dropping her big elbow right in the implant. Over the top rope and a shoulder tackle, taking the Shield Maiden to ringside. Quindell wasting no time to follow it up. Again, our first look at singles competitor, Beth Mullins. Usually she is in a tag team or even a six-person tag match. She is holding her own at the moment. Nice DDT, but Quindell popping right back up to her feet and taking back control here. Fireman's carry into the snake eyes. And the women's undisputed champion standing over to the challenger. I guess she's not really challenging. It's a non-title matchup, so she's technically not the challenger. But hey, we're throwing out professional wrestling commentary, cliche phrases, left and right and down the center. What I can tell you, and hopefully not get demonetized, be if you missed any part of AoK, it's a nice way for the segue. I appreciate you, Ken. It's a nice segue. If you have missed any part of Season 3 of AoK, never fear, because you can always bounce over to our socials. Let me throw those up for you. You can bounce over to our other social media pages. In the top one, you can find all of Season 3, amongst other things. Over at the Ace of Knaves Entertainment YouTube channel. That's right. We try to get this. We try to get that every episode up as quickly as we can after the live feed. So if you can't catch it here on the VODs on Twitch because you missed out on it because the time ran out, you can always jump over to that other channel, find the one you're looking for. Just under the playlist of AoK Wrestling. And once again, thank you for the segue, because you know, Ken, when you're watching AoK Championship Wrestling, you're not watching great wrestling. We're just AoK. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. And look at this, Quindell missing out on the pinfall by just a second as Beth Mullins gets the shoulder up. But Quindell one more time has her into crosshairs. Double underhook, down she goes with the pedigree pile driver. And able to get her chance at a pinfall victory. Beth Mullins looking to lose it. No, pulls the shoulder up one more time. One more time. Ah, bra-ta-ta-ta-ta. Nah, you missed the Zakk the Ripper match. And, just a bit of this one. Just a bit of this one. Get Zakk the Ripper versus Eric the Hammer. And now Beth Mullins and Quindell in a non-title matchup. And look at this. Second rope curb stomp. Jesus. That's it. If this was... Oh, 2 count only. If this was a title match, man, that might have been a different story. Man. What a maneuver! And Mullins going for the grapevine here, looking for a submission, but again, the women's undisputed champion able to break free, send her opponent into the ropes, and a big power slam attempt. You did miss the Ripper. I, on the other hand, did not. Y'all might suffer, show might suffer a little bit for me not missing the Ripper, you know what I'm saying? You seeing bug eyes and whatnots. Swirly things. Me getting cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Make me feeling funky like a monkey, if you will. And look at this, Quindell at the top rope. Looking to go big outside. Samoan splash. And makes the connection with Quindell. This wild woman. This little she-beast. Absolutely annihilating Beth Mullins here at ringside. It's always something, man. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. What can you do? Big Pharmacy's always gonna win out, man. Wait, what? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't make enough for it to matter. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I really don't make enough for it to matter as it is, so. I just kind of ride by. I mean, I hit affiliate. That was all by luck and happenstance. It's not. I am sure it's going to mess up some that are more, it's not that I don't, how do I want to say this? It doesn't affect me but to a point, but I can see the point of, for those that are making the money, and for those that are using that as a source, then, yeah, absolutely. But again, like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? And I'm sure there's some reason for it other than greed, but I doubt it. But again, you can pack up and leave, but you can pack up and go, but what are you going to do? You're going to go somewhere else that's going to do something else you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a no-win. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer by any means on it, but, like, what you gonna do, brother? What is this? Look at this. Pedro the Owl and Coyote Kid taken out. Is that Nick Blackwell and Ted Rockpage? They were slated to face the War Raiders, Big Bad and Connor Riley, but Pedro the Owl and Coyote Kid having none of it. These two little luchadors ready to go here tonight. Referee Lou's like, hey, back it up, boys. Back it up. Let him in. Right? Yeah, like I said, no matter where you go, you're going to run into something that they're going to, you know what I mean? Again, I wish I could say it was something other than greed, but I don't like lying to people. You know what I mean? That's really, at least from my point of view on the whole thing, they already make how much money off the Twitch streamers, both affiliate and partner. So, yeah, I remember, you've been doing this for a while. You've been doing this, tag here between the luchadorks. I'm sorry, not the luchadorks. Two luchador wrestlers and look at this. Big Bad. Big Bad is so huge. He is so huge in comparison to Coyote Kid, who does go for the pinfall off that boot and gets a 2 count for it. Where you going? Grab a Guinness. Your boy. Responsibly, my boy, responsibly. Responsibly is all I ask. And look at this, Coyote Kid. Coyote Kid having his way with Big Bad here. Gets another 2 count out of it. Boone doesn't know what he's doing here. All kinds of twisted up. One of them special candies. I take mine straight to the brain, Gamba. Zing zing bada bing. Boone goes across the ring to make the tag as Coyote Kid gets the hot tag on Pedro. Springboard lines him up. And a big single leg drop kick. As Connor Riley has to struggle here, has to find his footing. As Pedro the Owl swoops in one more time. Look at this, Pedro going after Big Bad. No fear. No fear from the red-haired owl. Look at this, through the ropes. I'm a step ahead, through the ropes. And suicidal dive. As referee Lou Sass continues his count. And you know he'll count you out quick as a whip. Or at least for a 10 count. 10 seconds he'll count you out. Or longer, sometimes longer. Pedro trying to bring stuff back inside, make it all legal and whatnot. Slaps him down with that DDT. And Connor no choice but to tag out. Thunderous boot, center of the ring. And the Coyote Kid in to make the save. Pedro the Owl and Coyote Kid asked for this. They come down taking out Nick Blackwell and Teddy Rockpage. And now Boone, who has done a lot of the heavy lifting, as he should in this matchup, has taken an absolute beating from both of these men, but also dishing it out with side slams like that. And the Coyote Kid again, so quick to get in and make the save. Pedro with another pinfall attempt. Just looking for it, only a 2 count, and Pedro makes the tag, leaving Coyote Kid the legal man. Steps around Crucifix. Boone way too big to hold down like that. Back of their feet, swing and a miss. And again, the Coyote Kid rolls out of that German suplex into a Pele kick. And now chopping at the limbs. Trying to take the Big Oak down. Sends him for the ride. Boone into the ropes and eats a spinning wheel kick. He just kicked that man with his entire lower leg. He just brought his leg up and just clubbed the Coyote Kid with it before making that tag. Boone is one big man. Riley, now and never is there. Coyote Kid in there with someone his own size in Connor Riley. Finds himself against the ropes and a huge spine buster. change the momentum of Coyote Kid. Mid-move and over the top rope, taking out the Coyote Kid to ringside. The Torpedo on fire here tonight. Follows him up. Pedro down at ringside. And the Kid tries to get the crowd behind him. Connor comes in tight. A reversal into the barricade. And we're fighting up in the entranceway here. I better settle it down and get it back inside. Look at this. Coyote Kid back in the ring. And goes directly after Big Bad. Riley, again, looking for the upper hand, spine buster for a second time. This trying, goes for the pinfall right in front of the Pedro, and even goes for a leverage pin with it. And still not enough, of course, as Coyote Kid breaks that up. Or gets that broken up by Pedro. My bad. Too many people in a tag match to keep track of. It's just crazy. Right. Sets him up. Connor looking for the reversal, but misses out. 619. The Coyote Kid gonna go for it? Yes, no? To the outside one more time. Top rope. How at the moon, slamming. Pinfall attempt and no go as the Big Bad Adam Boone makes the save. Pedro sending Big Bad outside the ring. Connor Riley and Coyote Kid on the top rope. Connor Riley looking for a big move here. Long way down. Spanish fly from the top rope. And Connor Riley, is he able to follow it up? Decides not to and goes to work on the leg of Coyote Kid. No pinfall attempt after that. I don't know. I think I might have went for a pinfall. Turns his attention to Pedro. Solid drop kick there. You get a glimpse there at ringside and recoil. Pinfall attempt. And that's 2. That's 3. The War Raiders picking up a victory over Pedro the Owl and the Coyote Kid. Take a look at this replay as Boone goes to work on both Coyote Kid and Pedro the Owl. There you see the 619, but that recoil
Here are your winners.
sealed the fate of the two masked wrestlers. Connor Riley picking up the victory for his team, the War Raiders. This next one's going to be an interesting lie. Sort of. We'll see what happens here. It may say one thing, but it's not. We'll see what happens here. It says that's what it is. We've been talking about this. Prestige taking on Joe Jakal. Interesting enough. Prestige in singles action here tonight. As he goes one-on-one against Joe Jakal. Last week he and his partner Bud Marvelous having a little pushing match after a little pushing contest after their matchup. Bud Marvelous walking away from the King of Old School, leaving him in the ring after that tag match. Let's head to ringside. Let's see what we get here. The Wizard of Oz, Prestige, making his entrance first. This one-on-one go-round.
Representing the Dangerous Alliance from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King of Old.
Yeah, and Joe Jakal also his opponent Joe Jakal also a tag team technician, almost tag team specialist with his partner Chris Coyote. said, it was nothing more came of it. Prestige left standing in the ring. Marvelous walked away. I haven't heard any no rumors backstage. No. I will say they arrived at the arena tonight separately, which is a little odd, but not unheard of. So, yeah. We'll see what happens, man. Yeah, maybe maybe he's just hangry. No cheeseburgers for Prestige, maybe. You know how he gets. Yeah, maybe he missed out on his Ben Gay rub or something. I don't know. He's looking for some of that Tiger Bomb on his hip. Or maybe he just needed some ibuprofen because Bud Marvelous gives him a goddamn headache. That could be it, too. That could be it, too. I mean, let's face it. A Prestige ready to go one-on-one with his opponent, Joe Jakal. Let's see what happens. Referee Loose Sass is officiating. And a big start to the match. Prestige lands that forearm to the forehead. Well, look at this Jakal with a nice springboard. Taking the old man to one knee. More than likely. Drapes the arm in a suplex. Prestige looking to take back control. Doing a splendid job of it with that arm drag. Twisting armbar down into the leg drop. Jakal turns it back around. Ripcord pulls him back. Prestige too wise to stay outside. He's probably hoping he would do something stupid like dive out after him. But look at this. Prestige with a driver and right into an armbar. Look at this. I don't even think I've even ever seen him do this. What the hell's that man doing? A hell of a way to get into a chicken wing. Good God, he just tried to pull that man's arm off. And then goes for the pinfall attempt. Prestige. This is a rough looking move, man. Now turns his attention to the crowd, as he often does, and unfortunately took his eye off the ball. Jakal with the reverse sends Prestige into the ropes and gets caught in the corner. Prestige juking and jiving and fires off a series of rights and lefts, putting Jakal down on the mat, climbing to the top rope. We don't see that often. And a big elbow drop. Look at this. Prestige has had just about enough. Prestidigitation. And gets only a 2 count. Jakal pulls the shoulder up at 2.5. Using the ropes to pull himself up. Prestige on his way in gets caught right in the Snickers. Impaler and Prestige to the outside. Jakal lines him up over the top rope and makes a connection. And Prestige, a little groggy there, a little unsure of where he's at. Now those kicks ought to bring him back to reality, or not. That last one across the head. He may need that ibuprofen for other reasons. Arthritis, maybe. And look at this. Sets him up. Cradle driver. And Prestige trying to fight back, but I don't know what he's got left after those attacks here on the outside. Hanging neck breaker. Looking to take back control. And a kick to the midsection, follows it up with a DDT. Is this this an Extreme Rules match? Does referee Lou not give a damn? Is he not counting? Did I miss something here? Oh, okay. Prestige tried to steal one away there with a count out. But Jakal back inside and catching Prestige by surprise. That was had me confused, man. Couldn't hear referee Lou Sass over the scream of this crowd. Prestige has taken back control in a pretty solid way here. Jakal tried to get some offense in, but Prestige with that baseball slide power bomb, taking the wind out of Jakal. That rocked the cobwebs in a hurry. Looking for a suplex, blocked. Shot to the ribs, and Jakal hits the sling blade. Follows it up with a dropkick. Prestige in bad shape. High body crucifix bomb. And Prestige may have bounced his head off that bottom rope. Jakal pulling the man away from the ropes. He may have it here. There's two. And again, Prestige kicking out. Just before the 3 count. I honestly thought that was going to be it. Prestige trying to fight back, and Jakal one step ahead each time. Looking for it a second time, perhaps. I don't know if Prestige can handle 2 of those. The referee right there for the count. And Prestige. Jakal didn't think he could handle 2 of them either, but damn, Prestige back to his feet. But unfortunately, still not in any kind of advancement here. Look at this, turning Prestige's own move against him. As Prestige gets hit with a misdirection. Jakal with the springboard looking to end this, but no, reverses it. Prestige reverses it with the sling blade. Lines it up one more time. Can he get the rotation out of it? Prestidigitation. Shoulders down. And Prestige picks up the victory. And look at this, Bud Marvelous. Prestige celebrating in the ring. Bud Marvelous behind him. And these 2 men are nose to nose. Ooh, suspenseful. Ooh, Bud Marvelous and Prestige. Face to face, but where's that take us? Where does... Man, oh man. Cruiserweight Championship coming up next. And here's the thing. Let's talk about this. I touched on this earlier. The Cruiserweight Champion, the hardcore degenerate, continuously weighed in over the cruiserweight limit. We approached him on the subject that if he didn't slim it down to a mere 205, from 206 by the way, we would need to strip him of the Cruiserweight title. If you can't stay within the weight limits, come on, man. He said he would lose the weight and defend the title if he got to choose his opponent. Seemed like an agreeable thing. You are the champion. You should be able to pick your opponent, absolutely. He chose this man. his tag team partner and stablemate. That's right, Big HD chose the Punisher as his challenger for the Cruiserweight title. Which means even if the title changes hands tonight, it does not leave the BMF. And of course the BMF being headed by the Iron Man, Ken Bouchard. Now, let's look at this for a moment. The BMF at the moment have the Cruiserweight Championship that they are bound, that they plan to obviously play with here tonight. I mean, but they also, as you see here in front of you, they also have the World Heavyweight title, as well as IKB carrying the Dual Championship with the Intercontinental Champion. That's right, the man on your left is not only the World Heavyweight Champion, but he is also the Intercontinental Champion. And his stablemate, the Hardcore Degenerate, is the Cruiserweight Champion. Now, with that being said, there are not many other singles titles to be had here in AoK. The Cruiserweight title may seem like a small thing, but it is still a title. And if the BMF has control of the titles,
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown.
who knows what can happen if the whole stable ends up
The Punisher.
with all the... If 3 men can carry all of the singles titles,
And his opponent
is what I'm getting
from
at.
parts unknown. Weighing in at
And as you see, as champions,
he is
they're not giving up opportunities to anybody outside
Big HD.
of the BMF. To be fair, he did lose the weight and bring himself back to 205 as in weigh-in. As did his opponent, the Punisher. But still. Our main event about to kick off over that golden title, the World Cruiserweight Championship on the line. The Punisher ready to take on the Hardcore Degenerate. Referee Joe Brody kicking things off for us tonight. IKB at ringside in support, quote unquote, of the Cruiserweight Champion. But come on, man, these guys are in the same. I think the guys are all in the same stable. So, come on. This is the finger poke of doom without the finger poke of doom. Now the Punisher, I mean, I know I'm talking a little bit of smack right here, but Punisher, like putting the boots down here on the champion, climbing to the top. Punisher makes the leap and caught by the Hardcore Degenerate. Legitimately caught in midair by the Hardcore Champion, or the Cruiserweight Champion. And absolutely wrecks the Punisher with that move. Outside of ringside, sets him up. Suplex. The referee continues his count. Fireman's carry. Brings him around. Knee to the face. And this matchup has seen more time on the outside than it has the inside as these two men start trading kicks and punch. And again, head referee Joe Brody will not hesitate to count either of these two men out. Title match or no title match. Do not call Joe Brony's loyalty nor his judgment skills into question. He will fuck you up. He will beat your ass. Joe Brony is a legend of AoK. Turn to evil, welcome in, Bubby. Let's see. Yay, you remembered your password. Yeah. Just in time for the main event. As the Punisher takes on Hardcore Degenerate for the Cruiserweight Championship. And look at this, we're looking at a pinfall attempt. And no go again. Cruiserweight title on the line. Two men from the... Different mic this team me. Different mic this... Translate. I have a different mic, if that means different mic this time. Yes. 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 Sorry. Depends on where I'm reading. Depends on what I see. I was like, what? Different mic? Yeah, completely different mic. Like, I'm not happy about anything here. Yeah, I'm not happy about absolutely any of my setup at the moment. Super kick. Center of the ring. Kick out at 2. Yeah, like I said, I'm not pleased with anything that I'm doing at the moment, but we all work with what we got for what we're doing. And I dig that, more radio style. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madison Square Garden. 75,000 at hand in this sold-out arena. We're going to take it down to Harvey Cartel in just a few. But right now, I want to remind you, the Virginia Slim cigarettes on sale at $9.99. I don't know. Leave me alone. Ah, sweet. You thought it was an effect. Good. Nah, man. Nah. Look, alright, I'm gonna let you guys in on what's going on my end right here. Not only are we streaming straight from the console. But I have a headset, a USB headset, with a built-in mic plugged into the controller port. We're not done yet. I don't like to wear the headset. I don't like the headset. I don't like it on my ears. I don't like the way it fits. I don't like the mic being on a solid plastic arm. It's only a little, like, I don't even know if it's Logitech. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's a Logitech headset. Regardless. Since I don't like to wear it, I put it on my Yeti that I can't use because it doesn't work through the PlayStation. I put it on my Yeti headset with the arm pointed out, and I just have to be a little more conscientious of where I'm sitting, opposed to the microphone. And we might have a pinfall over here. We might be getting a pinfall here. Roll up. IKB getting involved in the matchup. I'm not sure why. It doesn't matter which of these two win it. Super kick. And the Hardcore Degenerate retains his title against his tag team partner and stablemate, the Punisher. Look at this skull-crushing finale. By the Punisher, and one more look at this replay. Up and over he goes, the super kick. Right in the chops. Falls into it. Yeah, I don't like any of this. But, again, this is where we're at, and it's working for me for the moment. we'll work on an upgrade, whatever it is. Kind of rolling my dice on a PS5. I mean, if I'm gonna stream straight from a console, at least I could do is get one that's up to date. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Anyway, the hardcore degenerate picking up the victory. Yep, it is. I mean, at the very least, I have a microphone that I can use. PlayStation being the way it is, I'm surprised that this worked for me to begin with. And of course, I also have the Elgato that I run it through. You know, there's a bunch of stuff that goes on my end that was real, like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I just don't know if it's gonna work. Let's take a look at the news real quick. Week 3 is where we're at. Just a few weeks out from the Elimination Chamber. Hunter Singer cleared by medical staff just to go face-to-face with Vulgar the Clown. Eric Coleman suffered an injury to here tonight in his matchup against Zakk the Ripper. There's a surprise that Zakk the Ripper went out and injured somebody. Still cleared to compete, but Bud Marvelous entering the ring and confronting Prestige. No words were exchanged. But man, oh man, be hard-pressed to say what those looks were. Let's take a look at the upcoming. Look at this, 1 episode away from the Elimination Chamber. Ooh. Yeah, see, guys, we're taking over the WoW Guild and just running with it. And, again, have at it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do what you want. Take it to newer heights. All the way to the pinnacle, yeah. Up past the cloud line, all the way up to where no one else can see, but when you're looking down, yeah, you can see it all. You can see everything, kind of like that little toy in Toy Story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can see everything, yeah. Dig it! Anyway, transmissions from the home planet complete. Anyway, what was I going with? What were we talking about? Fatal 4-Way. I don't know if we'll do a Fatal 4-Way. And if we do, I don't know if all those men will be competing in said Fatal 4-Way. But, let's move right on. Logan Hawk and Angus Gordon. Logan Hawk and Mama Logan picking up a victory tonight. Running side by side. The Green Meanie Nova and Sean Sullivan face to face again. Shenanigans will we get into there. Isabella and Lilith, that might be a one-on-one that we keep an eye on. It's a possibility. Cameron Sawyer, James Coleman, and Prestige in a falls count 'em anywhere matchup. Interesting enough, we'll have to take a closer look at that one. Might have to take a closer look. And look at this. Chris Chaos and Gabriel Lovecraft picking up their #1 contender shot last episode. That title match was to be held at the Elimination Chamber. But if ZA21 is in the match, still in the stream here tonight, if you're still in chat, do you want this title match now? Like on Sunday night? Or do you want to hold off for Elimination Chamber? Or do you want a double shot at it? I mean, that's always a possibility. I say we make this one non-title and then see what happens at Elimination Chamber for the titles. But if you would like to go into, because I can tell you right now, you win these titles on Sunday. If you win these titles on Sunday night, you're facing the Hinkle Dimers on Wednesday night. No doubt in my mind, the Hinkle Dimers ain't gonna hear it. The Hinkle Dimers don't want nobody touching that gold. Nobody know how. You can take it from them overnight, And pretty much all you get to do is shine them and then hand them right back. But let's see what else this thing has to hold. Zoey, Yuri, and the Empress, these two have been back and forth for quite a few weeks. Actually. And the Headhunter challenging IKB for the world title. One show away from Elimination Chamber. We'll talk about all that. Card subject to change. And of course, Gavin Wilson looking to run on the momentum, perhaps. It might have been a spot for him. Main event. Yeah, a couple of these we'll have to take a look at. One more thing we need to do. Let's take a look at those power rankings. IKB still sitting at the top of the spot. Newcomer United States champion Torrance Benjamin sitting at number 2. Anthony Omega of Destruction Incorporated is your number 3 seat. What's that say? Okay. Jordy moving up to number 4 with Psychosis, the hardcore champion, sitting at number 5, your top 5 AoK power rankings. Number 1 contender for the world heavyweight champion. Headhunter getting his chance there. Connor Riley and Adam Boone sitting at 7 and 8. The boys, the War Raiders. Yeah, some new people rolling up to the top. Towards the end of the season here, everybody trying to get that last grasp for the AoK WrestleMania season, man. Because we got Elimination Chamber. We got an episode of WCW Monday Nitro. And then we got WrestleMania. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Finish out this top 10 with Dean Graves and Gabriel Lovecraft. Let's run on down through the next 20. Angus Gordon, Josh Blackwell, Alexander K, and the Royal Rumble winner, one half of our WrestleMania main event. That man will challenge the world champion at WrestleMania. There you go. The answer to your question, Bud Marvelous. It's perfect timing. This man will be co-headlining the main event of WrestleMania. This man won the Royal Rumble. And right now, right at this moment, his opponent will be the IKB, the Iron Man Ken Bouchard. And we shall see if that's what happens. We shall see. Will IKB still be the world champion? As I said, we're one episode out from Elimination Chamber. He held on to it once before. Can he do it a second time? We'll find out Wednesday night on that one. Cletus J. Hinkledeimer is sitting at number 14. One half of the World Tag Team Champions. The Anarchist Piper Ramirez filling in number 15 spot in the power rankings. Psycho Smoke Prestige dropping way down, as is James Coleman to 17 and 18. A hardcore degenerate. We just saw him wrestle here just a few moments ago, defending that Cruiserweight title. And of course, newcomer RWP of the Buffalo's Unwanted, sitting in the top 20. Not too bad. RWP and his stablemate Torrance Benjamin, one sitting at the top. Both of these men in the top 20. And one at number 2 and one at number 20. Not too bad for the sort. This man out of action. We'll talk about that in a moment. We'll bounce around here a little bit. Take a look at our calendar. Look at this. We got the Elimination Chamber. And then we got WCW special episode of WCW Monday Nitro. Won't give too much away, but I can tell you about this one. It's going to be just too sweet. As we move right on, just a few weeks later to WrestleMania to help round out Season 3 of AoK. may also round out WWE 2K23. There is a possibility that this falls right in line, and we end up ending Season 3 and starting Season 4 on a brand new in a brand new game. It'll be awkward, but you guys know we can do it because we've done dumber shit before. That we have. That we most certainly have. Also, let's take a look at idiot Eric Coleman. Let's see how damaged he is. What did Zakk the Ripper do to you? Chest injury. Chest injury. Zakk the Ripper trying to take out another member, which also reminds me, he takes on Gavin Wilson here. I believe Gavin Wilson also. Yeah. Zakk the Ripper out here just fucking annihilating members of the AoK. One more person to check on because it's important to us. This man right here. How close are we to an actual return of Chris Nightmare? This doesn't bode too well, but it's not terrible. What does that mean? It means we have 2 weeks left before it turns to 1 week. He's not going to make it for Elimination Chamber. He's not going to make it back for Elimination Chamber. Not healthy enough for him to go out there and put on a show and not get injured again. I think that's something we should probably not do to him. Probably something I should not do to him. But that is where we're at for this episode of AoK Championship Wrestling. Tune in again Sunday night, 7 p.m. And we'll see. We get one step closer to the Elimination Chamber. We will get some more information on all that. And as always, as I head out of here, remember to take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and for Christ's sake, wash behind your ears. That's all the time I got for you, folks. Peace.